Hello and a very good morning to everyone. So a quick recap of what we've seen overnight and during this morning's trade. So firstly, we saw data out of China overnight. So we saw the manufacturing PMI. That came in slightly lower than expectations, but still a slight contraction. Came in at 50.1. We also saw the HSBC manufacturing PMI, which did come in slightly higher than the previous reading. So some mixed data out of China there. So we did open relatively flat in Europe, although some minor positive territory seen in the core cash bourses. Outperformance noted in the CAC 40, and that's with support seen in the French banks after Societe Generale's reports, and also PMP due to report tomorrow, looking for a strong earnings report and up around 2% initially. Now, in terms of the fixed income market today, we have seen the Italian 10-year yield drop below 6%, weighed upon by the fact Italy are due to make a payment of around €9 billion in coupons today. So we did see some moves to the downside, although Spanish yields are relatively unmoved, around 6.8% currently. We did also have early talk and chatter making the rounds of an asset reallocation trade where they were selling fixed income and buying equities. However, we have seen some choppy trade since then. Now, markets do anticipate the ECB rate decision tomorrow, and with that we've had further commentary on this. We've seen comments out there, the ECB member Weidmann, who did note that governments expect too much from the ECB. So we did see a bit of a sell-off in terms of the euro currency and also the DAX, and a move high in the Bund futures. However, headlines will then run that this interview was over a month old. New comments being seen for the first time, but he may have changed his stance. So with that, moves were quickly paired. Now, we've also seen support in terms of the energy markets today, and that's after the API inventory numbers yesterday showed quite a large drawdown, 11 million barrels. So they have been supported going into the NYMEX pit open. We do have the Department of Energy inventory numbers expected later on today at 3:30 London time. But the headline today will be the Fed's rate decision, so that's at 7:15 London time. So a lot of anticipation around this, whether they will in fact announce any new easing measures. So a lot of focus around that. Markets are likely to remain relatively quiet going into that, but that'll kickstart the central banks' reports this week. So firstly, the Fed tonight, ECB and Bank of England tomorrow. For the time being, however, that is enough from me. We'll have a little video for you a bit later on, but in the meantime, have yourself a great afternoon.